Hey guys, CDTVthaG here, and the G of course stands for got that 100k plaque. It arrived, it looks nice, looks shiny. I bet you my twin is insanely jealous right now. Look how clean this looks. He has the old play button, this is the new one. Thank you so much to all you guys for helping me get this. But with that out of the way, today I'm going to be reacting to the new project from Jpegmafia, LP. And this is not the first Jpegmafia project I've reacted to. There is actually a reaction to Veteran on my channel that I dropped a while after it came out, and I thought it was a very interesting project. There was definitely songs that I liked on there, but experimental hip-hop is definitely something that can be a bit hit or miss for me personally. But I don't think that means I shouldn't give this new album a chance and react to it on camera, because I feel like Jpegmafia, correct me if I'm wrong, because like I said, I'm not super well versed in sort of more experimental rap music, but I feel like Jpegmafia is on the more accessible side of experimental rap music. I did listen to All My Heroes Are Cornballs off camera. Now I know the whole meme for that album was people would say they were disappointed by the album when they loved it, but for me personally, I did expect more from that project. Based on what I'd heard people say about it before I listened to it myself. I personally thought that Veteran was a better album. Not to say that it was bad, it just wasn't really for me, although I did really like Jesus Forgive Me I Am a Thought and Keenan vs. Kel. Those two songs in particular stood out to me, and I enjoyed those. But let's see if there's anything on this new project, LP, that I like. Is my camera even? I don't feel like it's even on the tripod. There we go. That looks a bit more balanced now. Let's just get into this project. I'm excited, interested, don't know what to expect, don't know how much I'll have to say about each and every track, but we'll see. I'm listening to the online version of this, which is the version on streaming services. I know there's also an offline version, which contains some tracks that didn't make it to streaming services because of like sampling issues, but I'm listening to the online version, which is 18 songs long. So let's get started with track number 1 on LP, Trust. Okay, very colorful melody.
I won't even feel. I'm feeling nice. I'm looking good today. I bought a new suit. I'm about to go to work. These hoes just connive. I won't even try it. I won't even lie. I'm looking good.
Ooh. And I'm assuming this is produced by him. I find his production style really interesting.
Baby, I'm a soldier, I get medals when I'm gunning.
They looking like Peggy, let's see some receipts. Everything I say I do gon' get need.
I won't even fib. I'm feeling nice. Trust.
So that was the first track, Trust. I probably said this for like every track on Veteran, but it's interesting. It is. I really appreciate Jpegmafia as a producer. I think his beats are very intriguing, and it does take a lot of talent to produce something that is experimental and is different, but sounds so good. I loved all the different elements to the beat there. Just a very bright instrumental, which fit with the stuff that Jpegmafia was talking about to an extent. I don't know if I loved the song, but there was definitely stuff to it that I appreciated, mainly the production, but I don't feel like there was a crazy amount to the rapping that pulled me in. So yeah, let's move straight on to the next one. Track number 2, Dirty.
Dirty. Money, I'ma make you look dirty. Poke it out. Funny how the world caught up with me. You can get the bitch like Arthur. Love screwing with the cops, I'm Lana. And I don't need 20 niggas to defense.
Oh my god. I do like the humor in his lyrics. I can say that. You can meet the fist like Arthur. Love screwing with the cops, I'm Lana. Not anymore though. They broke up, I'm pretty sure.
Look at these niggas, grind my teeth how they spit so much filler. Wannabes used to wanna be wiggers, same wannabes wanna be killers. Who you gon' call when the trends all die? Niggas follow, I've been walking my path the whole time. When you spit subs, you give me your own time and you can't get back, niggas know I ain't lying.
I like that a bit more than Trust. It seems like Peggy's throwing some jabs, some little jabs on here. Weak ass rhymes, weak ass lines, same old synths, then weak ass slides. I probably listened to a lot of the music that he's sort of calling out on this track, but yeah, I like it. I like that he's not afraid to speak his mind. I could see myself listening to this one a lot more than Trust. So let's move on to the next one. Track number 3, NEMO.
Downtown shawty, fuck your ass out. Only set niggas up, I don't back down.
Fucking your bitch like I'm back from the war. Fucking your bitch like I'm going on tour. Empty the safe, money on floor.
All of my songs are diss. I might just ghost write a hit. They know that's money well spent.
Fuck on me, baby, you know I'm a whore.
That chorus is hard. These beats are really cool.
Fucking that bitch like I'm going to war.
Okay, I think I like NEMO too. I don't know if there's any tracks so far from these first three that I would say I love, but yeah, NEMO was cool. It almost sounded like a track that had a lot of elements sort of stripped out of it, but it still went really hard. Like, it sounded very sort of minimalistic, but the elements that it did have were still very loud and sort of hard-hitting and noisy, and I thought that chorus was really cool. It made the chorus really catchy with those drums just slapping back. It can't be healthy to do that to my microphone. I need to be a bit more careful. And once again, I feel like the production is actually the best thing to me on this project so far. I'm really enjoying Jpegmafia's production. This one was also had production from Buzzy Lee. So let's move on to the next one. Track number 4 on the album, End Credits. It seems a bit early for that, but let's go. Man, that little melody from NEMO is still stuck in my head. That bloop, 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 bloop.
A man jerks your door open, says, out of the car, the Glock, put it on his forehead, and spill his brains all over the...
Hold up, that's a wrestling promo? And he's talking about pulling out a Glock? Okay.
Bitch, I write a scene on your right, and I only rap out of spite. Lost is the theme of my life. Fit for a joke and need a Harley. Don Callis never been a carny, and you know he's showing up for Darby.
Okay, I like what he's doing with this one.
I told y'all nigga, but it's gas. Grown man comes by trash. Long ball, go by bag. 2 pop tucked in the bag.
I'm Arn Anderson.
Bro, that was a promo from Arn Anderson at the start. Isn't he like 50 or 60 years old? And he's talking about pulling out the Glock? I mean, I guess there isn't an age limit to having the strap on you. I actually like that one a lot, which is interesting because it was the most rock influenced track so far, obviously. And rock isn't necessarily my favorite genre, but I love the intensity in Jpegmafia's rapping. When he's doing that really intense rapping, I think it sounds great, and that is captivating to me when he does that, and it fit perfectly with this production. I like Dirty more than Trust. I think I like NEMO more than Dirty, and I liked End Credits the most out of everything so far, so it's just stepping it up a bit as each song goes on. Track number 5, What Kind of Rapping Is This?
What kind of rapping is this? I'm looking at that one. Now I'm looking all over the world. Yeah. Little bitch, I've been rapping like this. Little bitch, I've been rapping like this. Marion Barry, I'm taking a hit. He carried the cross, I carried the clip. Like, what kind of rapping is this? Little bitch, I've been rapping like this. Covered in money, they thinking I strip. My papa's a ghost and my partners ain't shit.
Maybe I'm just getting more used to this project as it's going on, because this one was really good too. Man. Ooh. These last 2 tracks, I've really liked his vocal performances on them. This album is just growing on me more and more with every single track, which, I mean, I'm happy to say that. It's always a good thing to like music. That's a CDTVthaG quote right there. The sample in the production was great there. I loved the horns that were in the beat very occasionally. Jpegmafia's flow throughout the verse was wonderful. Just bouncing around that beat. Really liking how this is going so far. So, let's move on to the next one. Track number 6, something that sounds like it could have been from the last album, THOT'S Prayer.
My loneliness is killing me inside. I must confess, I still believe. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Ooh. That's giving me basic bitch tear gas vibes.
Talking down, we've been looking right at that. They think I can match that. Peggy too real for these games, I blew past that. Hey, you niggas ain't this shit about it, was that? Are you thirsty? Are you lost? Are you dumb? Bitch, where you at? Carmen Sandiego, all in a smack.
That was an odd switch.
It's killing me inside. I must confess. Hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, baby, baby.
Production bumping once again. Ooh. Okay. So apparently on this song, the description on Rap Genius is saying that the offline version is actually better because it had that little gospel sample at the end. Apparently that's more prominent in the offline version. So I guess that explains why there was that really sort of awkward drum beat break in the middle of the song. But yeah, THOT'S Prayer was cool. It was one that did remind me more of All My Heroes Are Cornballs, but I like this one. Had the reference to Britney Spears, the rapping was cool on it, and I'll listen to the offline version of this track after I'm done with this to see how different things are. I still enjoyed THOT'S Prayer. There hasn't been a song that I dislike so far. Oh, for fuck's sake. I just realized. Oh my fucking god. So usually what I do with these videos is I use a screen recorder because I listen to the music through Spotify on my laptop. So I'll turn on a screen recorder while I do it so that it's synced up to me talking about the music. And because this is the first reaction I've done in a little while and I just got back here and I'm a little bit jet lagged, I completely forgot to do the screen recording. But I'm not scrapping this. No way. I'm not going to scrap this so far. So what I'm going to do, this really isn't important because I'm sure the video will turn out the same way for you guys, but I'm going to have to manually put in each song and try and line it up to when I hit the spacebar to start the songs and when I hit the spacebar to stop the songs, and hope that it lines up good enough. Thank God I realized it now and not later down the line. That's something. Okay, so that's that issue sorted, so let's get back into getting pegged. Track number 9, Are You Happy? Let's not get into it, Jpegmafia, okay?
Am I happy with who I am?
Am I happy with who I am?
Am I happy with the people around me? Do not let these questions restrain or trouble you. Just point yourself in the direction of your dreams. When I die,
They just be mad cause I still got respect. Even when I got my foot in they weight. Bars, feel like I'm raiding they room. Crackers be yelling out MTV next. Only. All of my hate come from weak ass men with they weak ass hoes and they woke ass friends. I come with the truth, I make them go bitch.
I'm not sure about Are You Happy? Maybe it's just because we had to take that break in the album right there, and it sort of took me out of it a little bit, so I have to get used to getting back into this sound again, but Are You Happy might be another one of my least favorite ones on here. The production I wasn't too crazy about on this one. The sort of instruments that it switched between quite frequently. Definitely one of my least favorites on here. Also, I said track number 9, Are You Happy? Because I was looking at the Genius track list again and not the Spotify track list. I'm slipping up a lot today. That was track number 7. But yeah, on to the next one. Track number 8, Rebound.
Why would I pray for your health? Maybe I'll pray for myself. Why would I pay for your pit to do? I'm against somebody else.
yeah, I'm over the top. I get the good enough out of the energy, but the ops.
Genius says that's DATPIFFMAFIA? Okay.
How you talk shit and get caught on a pole? How you still and call me your phone? Fuck your mama, brother, sister, and niece. Baby, you fail, try to find it no gold.
Okay, this one's growing on me as it goes on. That's kind of banging.
That way, cutting money up in an ashtray, getting death threats every week. For some pussies that y'all never see. Internet think I'll be playing with shit. You know I bet you a brilliant kid. Know you would not panic and funny. You strong big class, I ain't packing on much of a nigga.
Why is some of this censored though? Man. Ooh, that beat. Ooh, yeah, okay. I don't know if that was aimed at like one specific person or multiple different people or just a sort of more general thing, but that was hard. Rebound was a great song. Featured DATPIFFMAFIA. Don't know who that is, but shout out to DatPiff, the original streaming service for mixtapes. Their app is terrible. The app is really, really slow and barely functions, but there's a lot of good music on there, and I appreciate them for making it available to us. But yeah, I don't think I'm familiar with DatPiffMafia. I don't think he showed up on Peggy projects before, but I'm not 100% sure. Either way, production on this was great, grand with those horns. It just sounded like a fight music instrumental, and Jpegmafia of course came with that same energy over it, just sounding aggressive, intense, and the songwriting definitely matched that. Just talking about cracking some heads on here. Probably one of my favorites on this project. So next up, we have track number 9, OG. I'm definitely going to have a lot of fun re-listening to this project because there's a nice variety of sounds here.
Like a bad bitch, I smack it up. This is closed casket, this flow's master. And I'm so spitting in their mouth, I know you hate that. Better put that money down, better slow that cash tree.
Man, I already feel like this one is too sharp. Very fitting for the title, it did have a bit more of an old school sound to it, more boom bap style drum beat. Jpegmafia's flow was cool, it was a bit more slowed down and melodic, almost sounded like a bit more of an old school flow as well. I guess I don't have the most to say about it, but it was a nice sounding track. I feel like I'm back into the vibe of the album now, so hopefully at this point nothing else goes wrong. So let's keep going. Track number 10, Damn Damn Damn. Man, that's a beautiful ass sound. Slight like Tyler the Creator vibe for me there.
Damn, damn, I feel like the new Black Ken Rollins. Niggas studying my footwork, I'm James Harden. Oh, babe, I'm such a negative bitch. My friends turn on me, then I turn rich.
It's weird. I'm so back and forth with these tracks on how I feel about Jpegmafia as a rapper. Because once again, I really like the production on that one with those sort of really bright, sunny synth sounds. It just sounded really beautiful. There's a lot I like about the production, but when he's rapping, I don't feel like there's a crazy variety of things that he says. Maybe other people feel differently, but I definitely feel like I appreciate him a lot more as a producer than a rapper. But let's get into the next one. We have what I think is the longest track on the album at 5 minutes. Sick, Nervous, and Broke.
Man, why the fuck you say that shit you say if you ain't mean it? I don't believe it.
She bumping Brett, but she black as Ben Carson. Ticket, beat up at my show. Yeah, the opposition sick of me, tired, nervous, and broke. I just say faces like Casey whenever I'm in court. I can't keep making fun, I never pass the torch. I wish I would side chain a kick to a beat, bitch, please. That's what you need. Bum. Canelo putting on the clinic. They don't know how I'm doing it. Just look at how I did it. Weak.
Busly, it's too late for me. I don't wanna be stressed out for profit.
His singing without autotune is nice, actually. So that was Sick, Nervous, and Broke. Again, I do feel like I'm getting out of the album a little bit more now. A bit back and forth on this project, definitely. It's one that's conflicting to me, and my feelings on it might change with more listens. Actually, my first listen to this is going surprisingly like my first listen to All My Heroes Are Cornballs, because I think I did enjoy the first 4 or 5 tracks on there. And then after that, it just started to taper off for me to the point where I just felt like the project was okay. And that's kind of happening with LP because, as you guys could see, I liked this one a lot more to the start. I felt like it was getting better and better as it went on. Up until about track 7, Are You Happy? And that's when things started to get a bit shaky for me. Track number 12 on LP, Kissy Face Emoji. Wasn't there one before it was like a panic emoji or something like that?
4, 2, 1, 3.
Why is that all the way in my left ear? Oh, there we go.
One deep in the back, black man can depend on sympathy. I feel like hip-hop, try put a hit on me, P-Lo. Switch style, make it feel like man, T.O. I feel like I just be the case. Whole different style in my other hand. If you've been here while you relate. No weeks to relax. On the road, I'm a redhead stranger. Conceal, no faces, no case, no deal. Mind vacant, new can't, new heel. Be the case. Whole different style in my other hand.
I love the variety in his production. It's really impressive. Woo. Really loved the sound of that one. The production was, again, amazing. I love the beats on this so far. Kissy Face Emoji was very good overall from a sound perspective for what it's worth. And while I don't feel like the flow on this track was necessarily new or super different for Jpegmafia, I did like how it sounded over this beat. I feel like maybe I do like Jpegmafia, but just in smaller doses. Because there's a lot of guest verses that I really enjoy from him, like his verse on Chain On by Brockhampton, which honestly sounds like a Jpegmafia song featuring Brockhampton. RAPPIN, his verse on Vengeance by Denzel Curry. But I think when it comes to his albums, that's when things get a little bit more shaky for me. It's not something that I enjoy for an extended period of time. Let's move on to the next one, track number 13, Nice. Is that gonna be the whole track? Oh, okay, it was. So that was nice. I guess it was like a sort of like a nice little instrumental interlude almost. That was there. Next up, track number 14, BMT.
Back in this bitch with a C in the case. All in the gram, but don't be in my face. Bodyguards can't keep you safe. I tell the wolves I don't need no plate. Fuck my sergeants, fuck your base. Fuck that harness, fuck them planes. Tired of dodging fate. I can't. There's so many niggas I hate. There's so many niggas I can't.
Again, this is one of those ones that just
Be in my face. Keep going. You hate.
it has that intense energy to it, and I really like that. BMT had a nice high energy to it. The kicks on that were slapping. Those are the kind of tracks I like the most, I feel like, from him. Tracks like BMT, Rebound, end credits, stuff like that. BMT was up there with the songs that I like on this project. Track number 15, The Ghost of Ranking Dread.
I can't keep up with these girls. I just want quiet and peace. There's more than dick in a squirrel. Eat. Chopping on jam, it's like one of y'all beats. Stay in the lab, get the fuck out the streets. It's not what you want, it's not where you at.
So I'm trying not to say the same things about each one of these tracks, but I feel like my thoughts for a lot of these songs is pretty similar. Again, I say it with me, guys. I like the instrumental on that one. The instrumental outro was really cool. For the rest of it, I didn't really care for it. So yeah, moving into the last 3 songs on the album, track number 16, Cutie Pie.
Yeah. Whole time I got the vice grip. Your triggers busting, niggas ducking, I got the right clip. To these Milli Vanilli ass niggas don't even own what they rhyme. I can take the slipping all out on my Phyllis Hyman. Billie Eilish got 4 Grammys, it's frightening. Pick up a pad and tackle melodies like a lineman. Rapping all sides.
See, this shit is smooth.
Rapping like School of D and dressing like Band PI. She need a tip, drill, Pegman uncuts his EI. Like a Titan when I'm strapping up my floor bachelor. Just to fucking on the back of her and get attached to her.
Okay, that one, Cutie Pie, was great. The flow was just so tightly constructed. He was bouncing from line to line, just flipping those syllables. He just breezed through that, worked with the boom bap beat perfectly. I really like this in OG, so I'd love to hear him over some more boom bap drums. Really love how he flowed over that production. I think it sounded really good. So let's move on to the second last track on this project. It's basically the last track because it's this song and then a remix of this song. We have track number 17. He released this a while back, but I haven't heard it. It's called Bald.
Fuck out the way, bitch, back it up. Shit better get played in the palace. I can't treat niggas like big deals.
They gon' bring your casket out. I hope that you fit in it. Ooh, what you do? Yeah, how you get caught with no gas?
Yeah, fuck out the way, bitch, back it up. Shit better get played in the palace.
Bald was alright, just similar to the stuff I said earlier, but let's move on to the next one, track number 18. Maybe I'll like this one a bit more because it features a rapper that I'm sure you guys know I thoroughly enjoy. The Bald remix featuring Denzel Curry.
My life was written already, so I was gifted already. And with this God-given talent, can't compare me to Jesus because he ain't know his father. He told me peace, peace, still, and see that still is revolver. Right next to being selfish and just being myself. The fast bit of slash cash, get a pass in a sipping bag. But I wasn't happy, cut my hair and let the stunts go. Ever so softly, suicide has cost me no whip. I won't let him do me like John say. My mama say that I should pray cause demon comes in different shape. Oh God, that switch my look, I got on hood, they call me young heart throb. I am Bald.
Okay, yeah, I definitely did like this version more. Liked what he did on here. It was nice. And that's pretty much what I have to say about that one. So, that was my reaction to LP by Jpegmafia. Quite a back and forth one, quite a tumultuous relaxation. Can't even speak now. Quite a tumultuous reaction. We had some high points, we had some low points, and we had a good start to this project, but as it went on, it just slowly grew off of me. And by the end of it, I feel like it was a decent project, but nothing that I feel too crazy about. But I gave it a chance. I gave the project a chance. In the end, it turns out that it might not have been for me. Again, maybe it'll grow on me with re-listens, I don't know, but from this first reaction, it seems like LP might not be a project that is for me, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be. He has his moments where the energy is super high, and that sucks me in. That has me really excited by what I'm hearing. Like I said, end credits, Rebound, what else was there? BMT, those three in particular, like they just had me locked into the track because I found his energy really encapsulating on there. His production is incredible. I can give huge props to him as a producer. I really like what he does with his beats. He pretty much always nails whatever he's trying to do with the beats, so I respect that part of his music a whole lot. A very interesting album to react to at what is now 5 a.m. I started this at about 3:30 in the morning, and very interesting time to react to an album like this. So let's go through my favorite and least favorite tracks on this project before we close it out with a few more final thoughts. I'd have to say my favorites on here were NEMO and Credits, THOT'S Prayer, Rebound, BMT, and CUTIE PIE. I think those were my favorites from this first listen. Least favorites from this project. Honestly, that's a bit harder because there isn't much on this project that I thought was downright bad. That's the thing. There's just a lot that I thought were okay or just weren't that engaging to me at all. If I had to pick some least favorites, I guess I would say Are You Happy? Definitely Are You Happy. Nice, because I didn't really have any feelings about Nice. And maybe like Damn Damn Damn. I think those were my least favorites on this project. But like I said, there's nothing on LP that stood out to me as really bad. I will go back and listen to it at least a couple of more times just to really solidify my opinion on it. But yeah, that is what I think of LP by Jpegmafia. What did you guys think of this project? Let me know down in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, I would appreciate you leaving a like. Of course, subscribe if you enjoyed this reaction and want to see more like it. I think that's all I've got to say for today. So once again, thank you for watching, guys. I will see you all in the next one, and this is CDTVthaG, signing out.